Hello everyone, my name is Ushasri. In this video, we are going to discuss conversion between canonical forms and what are the standard forms and how to implement multiple input logic gates and what is integrated circuit. Conversion between the canonical forms is nothing but the function is a complement of a function which is expressed as the sum of minterms, which is nothing but equal to the complement of the minterms. That is nothing but here f of the function is f of a comma b comma c. Here there are the terms, that is 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the sum of minterms, and to get the complement of the minterms, nothing but complement of minterms is nothing but f complement of a comma b comma c is equal to what are the remaining numbers here, what are the missing numbers here, 0, 2, 3. That is s of 0, 2, 3 is the complement of a function. De Morgan's theorem, by De Morgan's theorem we can write product of terms as 0, 2, 3. This is the sum of minterms. To convert it into product of terms, just write the missing terms, that is nothing but complement of a function. To convert from one canonical form to another, interchange the symbols s and p and list those numbers missing from the original form. S of ones and p of zeros. Example here, function f is equal to xy plus x complement z. So here we are taking the sum of terms as 1, 3, 6, 7 and product of terms as 0, 2, 4, 6. So here the functions, how many variables? 3 variables, right? So 3 variables means how many combinations you will get? 8 combinations you will get. So here x, y plus x complement z can be represented by using the truth table. So how can it be? It will be represented x, y means 1, 1. Z value may be either 0 or 1. So for the combination x, y, 1, 1. So here we will get two combinations. X, y, x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1. You will get two combinations. Z may be either 0 or 1. For that you have to put 1. So this is over, and how to map this one? X complement z. X complement means 0. Why? Why they didn't declare here? So y can be either 0 or 1 and z is 1. So x complement 0 and z is 1. Means how many combinations you will get? Two combinations you will get, and for this you keep 1. This way you can represent the function by using the truth table. Standard form is nothing but in canonical forms each minterms or maxterms must contain all the variables either in a complemented form or uncomplemented form. Standard forms, the terms form the function may obtain 1, 2 or any number of literals, and there are two types of standard forms, sum of products and product of sums. So we discussed in earlier videos about this sum of products and product of terms, and a Boolean function may be expressed in a non-standard form, that is this one, ab plus c into d plus c. So here there are some literals missing here. You can add those literals to form it into a standard form. How can be this implemented? By using the gates, that is by using the OR gate or AND gate. So product of sums and sum of products means sum of products is nothing but first you have to find out the products and then perform the OR operation, that is sum, right? So AND operation performs the multiplication, OR operation performs the addition operation. So first find out the products and then sum by using the OR gate, that is sum of products. Product of sums is nothing but sums, find out the sums by using the OR gate and then product it by using the AND gate. Here you can see the AB plus C into D plus E, that is AB is the two input AND gate and you will get the output as AB and C as another input and D plus E. Use the OR gate here and all the outputs will be connected to the OR gate to get the equivalent result. Next, other logical operations, 2 power n rows in the truth table of n binary values we discussed before, and 2 power 2n combinations for n binary values, and then These are the Boolean expressions we have seen. Equivalence and null and operation or NAND, everything we have seen already. And multiple inputs, extension of multiple inputs. In previous videos we have seen 2 input AND gates and 2 input OR gate. Like that we have seen only 2 input gates. So multiple inputs also can be possible for AND gate or OR gate, for any gate. So a gate can be extended to multiple inputs if its binary operation is commutative and associative, and or are commutative and associative. That is x plus y is equal to y plus x, we discussed already. Here there are 3 variables. This how can be represented by using the gates. Multiple NOR, a complement of OR gate. NAND means complement of AND gate. So if this is the expression x plus y plus z whole complement, this can be represented by using the NOR gate. So how many variables are there? 3 variables are there. So here there should be 3 inputs and output should be x plus y plus z whole complement. Here also this is the 3 input NAND gate representation, and here there are the 3 inputs and NAND output is whole complement, xyz whole complement. And similar way we can cascade any number of NAND gates and we can execute the functions. And XOR and XNOR gates also commutative and associative. And XOR is an odd function. It is equal to 1 if the input variables have a odd number of ones. We have seen the truth table in before videos, right? So this can be implemented by using 2 XOR gates, or we can use by using 3 input XOR gate also. What is an integrated circuit? It is a chip, and what are the examples? Small scale integration, medium scale integration, large scale and very large scale. And also we can consider it as VLSI, which is a small size, low cost and low power consumption and high reliability and speed. Digital logic families, it is a circuit technology, and where we use TTL, that is transistor logic, ECL, emitter coupled logic, and MOS, metal oxide semiconductor, CMOS, complementary MOS, and by CMOS. Next, the characteristics of digital logic families, or these are the main characteristics of a digital logic families, which we discussed in the previous slide. That is fan out and power dissipation, propagation delay on noise margin. Thank you.